scholars of fall, who never will sound their soul. Who is stuck in the doors of hell, who cannot be controlled. Three trolls, three trolls, three trolls. Who goes to the grass and all on an evening stroll. Three trolls, three trolls. The world famous comedy star does not endorse no condone the words of three trolls.
And you guys are recording, so you can start whenever you'd like to.
We can start whenever.
You gotta be so rude, Brat.
Fucking rude, dude.
Fucking rude, dude.
You ruined his set,
dude.
and now he's pissed.
Who ruined his set? Oh,
Fucking
his
wub.
set, his stage.
Yeah,
Alright.
dude. You guys moved
I
it
know.
around. Now I'm gonna stare at the light the whole time. We do look like angels,
Fucking
though.
moth.
Do we?
Yeah.
Should I take some selfies?
Yeah. Oh my God, the
Is this
lighting is
one of those?
perfect. Follow me around.
Mhm.
So on today's We Three Trolls, we have Eleanor Kerrigan.
How exciting is that?
Yes,
I
she's
mean,
one of
for
my
you guys.
favorite
Really?
comedians.
Yeah.
This
She
is
also
the-
does a
oh,
podcast down here, the Comedy Store podcast.
Very exciting.
Later
It's,
on, right?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we're
do you-
stocking up because I'm leaving for a long time. That's why I'm glad I got to come in today because
Oh,
I'm
really?
gone for till like
Ooh,
January.
you're lucky.
Whoa, where are you going?
All
Dice?
Touring?
over. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Philly first. No, me and Dom are doing Helium in Philly
Oh, you're
Hell
gone?
over
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Mr. Irera, two South Philly
Oh, yeah.
natives
Best.
That's
talking
awesome.
trash,
Fuck yeah.
and then me and Jimmy Schubert, another Philly neighbor, whatever.
been
I
on.
can't even speak. Native are co-headlining at Parks Casino in outside of Philly, closer to where he grew
Fun.
up. Norfolk.
Hell
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
dude. You're on fire, girl.
awesome.
Right around for the holidays, too.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, and
Mhm.
then we're gonna go to Florida for a little bit. Florida for one show, back to New York. That's me and Dice. Back to New York. Then I'm doing more shows with Schubert and a couple of headlining gigs in and around Philadelphia, just so I could stay home for Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. All your family's still there, too?
No one left. I'm the only
No
one.
one left?
Yeah.
Jesus
Me
Christ.
and my two nephews that moved out, but
Isn't one of your nephews like a freaking awesome baseball player
yeah,
now?
he plays for the Minnesota Twins.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
he's
know.
in
I
the
see you
minors.
put clips
Oh,
on there
weird.
all
so
the time.
cute. I'll
Yeah.
bite it. That's because
Damn.
I get jealous because that's what I wanted to be, a professional athlete.
Really?
Didn't work
Weren't you a
out.
wrestler?
Yeah,
You're a
of course.
wrestler, a roller
Hello?
girl
That
for a
is
while.
professional
I
athlete.
know,
You gotta get roller
Wait,
girl,
no,
right?
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait, hold on.
What are you, a dude? What
No.
happened? No. Every guy says that. Like, didn't you used to rollerblade for a while?
Why did that have that
They
in my
always
head?
put women in roller derby.
I
Like,
don't know
nobody goes
why.
up to the Rock and it's like, didn't you used to roller derby for a while?
Yeah, you just try to
Never.
sex
They're
it
like-
up a little bit. I don't
Are
know.
is there
Yeah.
male roller derby?
It doesn't matter. I'm
Oh,
saying they
okay.
don't. They whatever.
I'm
they
sure there's some gays
jack
walking
off
around
to.
with fucking yeah. I saw a guy,
there would definitely be
I
dudes
see
jacking
guys.
Saw a
off to
guy
male
what?
roller
just in
derby.
rollerblades, just fucking
Oh,
gay as
for
shit,
sure.
just all the time. It's
Wasn't that
hilarious.
Saw a
Reno
gay man on a
911?
rollerblade.
Yeah. Oh
huh?
my god, that show is so
Hot
good.
scoop.
Is that what
Did,
you're gonna
did
do?
you call the authorities when you saw this gay man on rollerblades? Where'd you see him? West Hollywood? Where was this
Oh
guy?
no, he was gorgeous.
Do you know that there was a rainbow like right over the building when I was driving up here? I almost turned around and went fucking home. That's what a homophobe I am. What's at the end of that fucking rainbow? No pot of gold if it's over the fucking Comedy Store.
Oh no, that's
It's
just
a
a
pot
joke.
full of old bones.
It's
and
definitely a roller derby girl boy's
For
asshole
sure.
for sure.
a bunch
That's-
of old
yeah.
Pauly Shore scripts. In a,
I was just gonna say that's
Called-
a comic like fucking around, going, let's fuck
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah.
Let's try to get this dark cloud that's usually, no matter what,
God
over
is
the
totally a stand-up comedian.
God?
This is a funny fucking dude.
Do you believe in
Yeah.
God?
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
He's
Oh,
changed
boy.
With
now.
no
yeah,
God,
he's-
how could I be here right now with you?
Let me explain it.
Do you think the devil brought us together?
I think so. For shit, sure.
I mean, red and black building.
I
I see all the other people at tracks. I'm like, okay, I can't judge them. I've been here forever.
I'm one of them.
Yeah,
So, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're definitely one of us now.
I think so.
Forget it. How
Eleanor,
close
when
are
did you start here? You started a while
Am I
ago.
allowed to
You
say it?
you were a waitress here first.
1993.
Fuck
Wow,
yes.
hell yeah.
Were you guys born?
I was
Mhm.
born.
Okay.
I was 85. Yes.
All right.
Born.
Whoa,
85.
almost elderly.
I was already 45 years old in
You
1993.
son of a bitch.
I'm an old motherfucker.
You
I
got
spent
some
10
good ass
years in
skin
the
from that.
womb.
You spent what?
10 years in the womb
Nice.
before I came out. I wanted to make a big
Slow
entrance.
disease.
You
Special
know?
slow development.
Yeah. It's a slow cooker.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, it is something to keep you here this long. How long you been here now?
8 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I think I'm just gonna quit once I get to 10 years.
And to
And I'm
stay
just gonna
that
be
long
homeless.
never happened.
I'm
No.
just gonna walk around homeless.
Finally make
I'm
the
gonna
big transition.
take that Superman outfit from that guy that died in the trash can last week,
Let's
Mhm.
do that.
and I'm gonna wear that around.
Let's talk about that. What? Who-
Hollywood Superman?
He died?
Yeah,
In
they
a
found him
trash
in
can?
a donation bin at the Salvation Army.
I
Guess he
know.
couldn't
Was
make his
he
way out.
donating himself? Like help?
I
Maybe
think he became homeless for the last 3 years. I guess the people who made
He's always been homeless. In the article I
Of
read,
course.
Yeah.
they said that he became homeless when his RV got towed, and I was like, well, I'm sorry, but you were already homeless because you lived in a fucking RV.
Yeah.
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 Fuck Hollywood Superman. You're worse than the real
Jesus
Superman.
Christ.
Didn't provide
got jinxed.
anything to
Isn't there-
society.
He
Isn't
did
there,
look
like-
a lot like him, though. He was a good-looking dude.
What
Like,
are you
he looked-
talking about, though?
What do you mean?
Whoa.
It-
Little jealousy
his-
here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Okay.
his physique is not quite Superman at his peak. You know,
No,
it's
no.
like
But isn't Superman the one that has all the like shit happens to them? Like they have bad
It's like
luck.
a curse or
Yeah.
something.
That's
Oh,
the
like
Joker.
that dude
The
like
real-
fell off the
That's
horse
true.
and then he
Yeah.
fucking
That's
died, got
true.
The other one
cancer.
died. Yeah, they make movies about it. I can't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
of that.
yeah.
Ben Affleck played him. Is that right?
Mhm.
I made
Yeah.
that up.
I
I'm
mean,
just-
he's basically brain dead, so
right.
it's the same.
And
Oh my
I touch
God.
myself to anything without a brain. So
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm into it. Look at you. Get that wine. Get in
Yeah.
there, honey. Huh?
I'm
Is that what you
slowing
brought it
down
for? Why
'cause
didn't you
I'd be
just bring him a
embarrassed
straw?
to do
He said he was
that.
bringing wine. It's so weird because I haven't drank in almost like I haven't smoked cigarettes either, which is the hardest part.
Mazel tov.
But today I was fucking with Taylor. I was like, I'm gonna go buy a pack of cigarettes. I'm gonna chain smoke. He's like, Are you serious? Like he was like a little excited. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
They always want
Yeah.
us back.
I
Yes.
know.
Of
Everybody
course.
does. They
Of
do. It's like it
course.
never goes away. But for some reason it was raining and it never rains here. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
change.
It's
What do I
time.
need?
It's time for
Uh-oh.
me to drink Bryce away. My son Bryce really gets under my fucking skin.
he's what are you, a house mom now?
I'm a
Or what
wine
do you-
love
mom.
that.
You're a
I'm
wine
a
mom?
wine mom. You know how normal moms are good and they don't drink wine all day?
Right.
I'm a
Yeah.
Or
bad
name their
mom.
kid
You're a bad
Bryce.
I'm a bad mom.
You named your kid Bryce?
Well, my husband did.
Okay.
But he's not in the
so
picture
he's the
anymore.
faggot. Got
Oh
it.
god. I
got
thought
it.
that was part of being a mom now. You just drink wine and
Well,
you
let
know,
me tell
get
you,
stains on your baby's forehead and stuff. Like I don't that's what I thought it was
Sorry,
about.
baby.
I was like, it's not that hard anymore, right?
I think a
Just be
baby
drunk
looks
the
like
whole time.
Gorbachev with
Yeah.
the like red wine dribbling down his neck. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
but anyway, my new boyfriend Tyrese,
Okay.
he
Yeah.
calls Bryce homeboy, which I think is much cooler.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes it a little
Yeah.
cooler for Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are they the same color?
What's that?
Bryce and Tyrone?
No, Tyrese.
Tyrese.
Don't be
Oh,
racist.
excuse
Yeah,
me.
don't
Sorry.
be racist.
Yeah,
That's-
Rose, you went
that's
right
disgusting.
to
I was like,
racism.
let's call
Yeah,
Tyrone.
your bigotry is on full display right now.
my
It's,
God.
Do you know there's a
It must be my Philadelphia just
Yeah.
rubbing
I
it out
think
in
so,
her.
man.
Apologize.
there's
Yeah.
a model named Tyrese. He's like
Of
this,
course.
like ripped black dude. He-
Gorgeous.
He followed me on Twitter for like 2 years.
Really?
We are winning. We fuck you, jock. I never followed you back, motherfucker. It's high school, but this time I'm winning. You follow me, Tyrese.
He's actually Blasian.
What's that? Oh, he's
Yes.
Asian too.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The best of both worlds, huh?
Yeah.
What?
What does his
Definitely.
dick
He
look
can
like?
do
I've
math.
gotta know.
That was like the hottest Asian, the Blasians. But now
yeah,
they're
I'm
like
sure.
finding Asians that are hot, and they really are putting them in every damn show.
Yeah,
Not
they're pushing
girls.
it.
Girls
They're
are always
pushing
hot,
it.
but the
Yeah.
guys I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
They
They always
found
made the
them.
guys like silly, like whatever. But I guess it's a stereotype. But all of a sudden, I'm like, when did Asian guys become
Get
supermodels?
You know, I was
Yeah.
thinking about that too,
I
because
never
like
used to be
it's got to
attracted
be,
to him either.
it's got to be.
Now I'm
kids.
like finding him.
Yeah, you're like,
more good-looking.
whoa,
I'm
what's
okay.
all right? Jam this down
It's
my
because there's
throat.
so
Yeah.
many of them.
I'll take it.
There's
Yeah,
so
there's
many.
gotta
There's bound
be.
to be some hot ones.
Yeah.
You know, there's like over fucking like 800 billion of them or
Plus,
something.
they're
I don't
mixing
know
a
what it
little
is.
DNA stuff. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're
They're
using
Sorry, I
using
didn't mean to
CRISPR.
blow your
Yeah.
God theory out the window. But
Yeah.
all you got to
Oh,
do
we-
is mix some shit up, and
We're,
throw
we're,
it in.
we're playing God, and And did you notice the world's going to shit?
Mhm.
Did anyone else
Since
notice
we've been
that?
playing God.
Yeah.
Not fast enough.
If you
for my
don't have
taste.
big tits, you're just not supposed to have them. It's God's will. All
I
right?
agree.
And that's just where we open the can of worms. Because outside the fucking perimeter, there's also
what about the
men
fake
who
butts
want
now?
Big, fake tits. That's another
That's
thing.
the weirdest
Just do
thing.
some fucking squats, man. Do what the
But
fuck?
sometimes they don't work for everybody.
Really?
No, they don't work for
so you
everybody.
You noticed it so much, like I'm not talking about on TV.
I've
I'm
noticed
talking
the
about
ass
like
real
the
life.
airport,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
walking down the street. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, bitch,
Yeah.
you're cashing an EBT check and
Yeah.
you got a fake ass.
Yeah. And it's not even good because it doesn't even
No.
like match the legs or anything like that. And you're like, it's just
Ugh.
too much. You know, it's like getting like a double D's cups, fake tits when you're like
Yeah.
5'1" and like a small frame. It just doesn't look like it belongs to you.
I
It's-
don't
It's
see
true.
the
It
problem.
looks
I don't
like-
know what you're.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like
well, I know
all
guys
men.
don't care, but it's not like. I mean, I guess what do guys do?
if it
do they
exists,
get
it real.
calf
it's real,
muscles?
right?
Yeah, well, it's way
They get
more
hair.
real than my hand.
We get tits, they get
That's
hair.
exactly what
Sure.
happens. To
They
get
get
nice
the plug-ins.
wigs.
Mhm.
The plugs or whatever they're called.
Plug it.
Yeah.
in. Plug it in.
Sorry. They're
Yeah,
so
men
weird.
get
They
hair.
just look like carpet, like just like.
That's why, like, when a guy just shaves his head, I'm like, oh, he's got a big dick because he just took it. He just said,
doesn't
fuck
care.
it.
Fuck it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Is that my fantasy? All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like
Well, it's been
bald
my
guys.
experience.
Yul
my
Brynner
first
has a big
ex-fiance
dick.
was a baldy.
Yeah.
For
Yul
sure.
Yul Brynner has a big dick?
He's bald
could
as
see
hell.
that.
Yeah, Telly Savalas. Come
Telly
on, that guy must have had a
Savalas.
huge cock.
Neil who?
I forgot what we were just talking about.
Oh.
Did I say Neil?
Yeah, I thought you said
Oh.
Neil Brennan. I'm
Yul.
like,
No,
Yul Brennan.
I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
Yul Brynner. Oh,
Yul
yeah.
Brenner.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure what
Yul
Neil
Brenner.
Brennan's dick looks like, but
Oh,
I'll
thank
find
God.
out.
Do you know who
Find
Yul
out.
Brenner is?
No.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, who the hell
I'm
is
like,
that?
Bald
oh,
guy?
of course.
Famous bald guy.
Oh, no idea who that is.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
We're supposed to know who
He was
is?
in that movie,
million
Rodney
movie.
King and I. It was,
Never
it
seen
was,
that.
It
No.
was,
Rodney
it-
King and I was one of my favorite movies.
It took a,
What
it
if
took
we
a
just-
dark turn.
Wasn't it his dick that he beat Rodney King with, or
That makes sense.
just out of curiosity? I know
Yeah,
it
but
was a
he-
nightstick,
it was a-
supposedly.
There's some great songs in there, though.
Rodney
so,
Rodney King and I would be a
Mhm.
great movie.
yeah, yeah.
Did you ever see The King and I?
No, I'm not. I'm terrible. Maybe I did. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I really don't
when you were
remember
a kid,
anything.
you probably saw it on TV
I
or
don't see
something.
it. Maybe
I
you had a
don't-
good
You know, the only
childhood.
thing I remember as a kid was
I just feel
Beetlejuice
like-
and The
yeah.
Mask. Remember The Mask?
Of course.
I was.
think I just
fucking
rewatched it on the plane
upset. That
somewhere.
upset me. That ruined my life. I was.
It upset you?
It
Why
upset
did it upset
me.
you?
You mean the one
Because
with the
that
retard
pretty
or the
girl
one with the...
was
Cameron
getting
Diaz?
with that guy. No, not that Mask. The Mask with Cheryl.
Oh, Rocky
Cheryl.
Dennis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
I went,
guy-
that went Jim
Very
Carrey on
different.
you.
Yeah, very
Okay,
different.
that's a big difference.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Is it-
I'm like, why doesn't somebody tell that girl he's ugly? Like, I was little.
Stop it.
It was like,
Terrible.
Mom. I was like, oh my
Terrible.
God. She's like, shut up.
I want to
That
hear
person
something
can't
terrible.
help it. I was vain from then. I was like, that
We
doesn't
knew.
match. Like, what the fuck? I'm
You
like,
knew love wasn't real right
Yeah.
from the get-go.
I'm
My
like,
my
thank
brother
God.
Charlie had long hair, and for some reason, this is gonna sound awful.
Rocky?
They call him Rocky Dennis
That's
because
real
it
bad.
grew, it was
Oh,
long
man,
and
didn't it look like
Dude.
that?
it wasn't from the back. Like
Yeah.
so
Oh my
we
God.
they would break
well,
his
hopefully
balls.
Kinda
from the
looks like
back.
that right
Like I'm
Yeah,
biting
from the
my tongue.
front.
Like Rocky Dennis right now?
'Cause- no, it's pretty curls. This was like he had
Yeah.
like a almost like a
Weird
perm,
wave,
like
yeah.
a wave. Yeah. And
yeah.
so my brother Charlie's hair would grow like that. They tortured
Oh
him.
my God.
So like my brother Jimmy's best friend would call him like just yell. Charlie be playing basketball and he'd go, "Yo, Charlie!" Charlie run all the way over. What? He'd come over. He goes, "Sam Elliott's on the phone. He wants to make Mask 2."
Oh, that happened. Fuck with his head, dude. so
Oh,
hard.
God. He was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!" Like, it was the best.
Did he try to change his hair?
Now
Like
he's
you-
not long anymore.
yeah.
He still has gorgeous, like thick hair.
Yeah.
It just when it grows long, like to the
Your
shoulder.
brother
it
has a
kinda-
tiny penis.
So
He
I'm-
does. Also, from the back, guys would be like, "Yo, that's a hot ass girl." And then Charlie would turn around, like, "Dude looks like a lady."
He's
It was
got a
his
nice
favorite
body.
song. I guess he's got a
that ass
girl's
that these
ass.
girls are
Yeah.
trying to get.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
we
yeah.
used to tease everybody like, "Oh, I know you were looking at Charlie's ass by accident." to sin.
How many brothers do you have? I remember we had this conversation. Is it like 5 or 6?
6 boys,
Jesus
3
Christ.
girls. I know.
Holy crap.
Crazy.
And then are they older than you?
I'm number 8, so there's 7 older and 2 under.
They won't
So-
stop fucking.
Did you guys have? Yeah.
No, they
well,
won't
they're
pull
Catholic,
out. Just
dude.
pull out. I don't care
Yeah.
if you fuck. Just
Right.
pull out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pulling out for years.
Right?
No-
It's usually
no
worse, the
problems.
pull-out
My
method.
mom said that she used
It's
the
not
rhythm
easy,
method.
but yeah.
That
Who
didn't
knew
work.
she had so much rhythm? That's a lot of rhythm, lady. Like,
Is that
what are
just
you,
code?
Janet Jackson? You gotta
Yeah.
calm down.
It's just code for fucking
Rhythm
black guys.
created a nation. I guess. I don't know. I have one brother that we think is like was switched because he's the only one that has pigment. So we call him the black kid. I know that's terrible to say, but he really is. Like, he has gorgeous olive tone. And in the summer, he gets like this ridiculous.
Is he that black Irish or something? Like he's
No,
mixed with
I have no
Spaniole?
idea. My mom
Yeah.
said he was jaundiced when he was born. She goes, I put him in the windowsill when he was born. I'm like, what?
Wow.
What happened? What kind of child
He had
abuse?
jaundice? Oh my god, that is hilarious.
Honey, they need sunlight. All right.
Dude, my grandma would tell me that she used to give
Crazy shit, right?
like
Like,
they used to give hashish, which is marijuana in their bottles to shut them the fuck down.
whiskey for
That's
teething.
smart.
The
And then
Irish.
half my uncles just became wife beaters anyway. I'm like, I didn't calm them down at all. They're all psychopaths.
Yeah.
so-
Did you guys ever have that? Like, my mom would put whiskey for when we were teething.
I didn't have that.
Yay.
I had alcohol. Anytime I like scraped up my like knees or anything, my mom would just pour like cognac on there. I was like, okay.
On your knee?
Yeah.
Well, it
Pour
fixes
cognac
my
on there.
emotional problems. Why the fuck
Yeah.
not your knee?
They
too?
weren't even
Yeah.
drinkers in my house. They just poured it on wounds or they had it for when like people come over or if I cut myself, which is daily, they would just pour it on me, and I was just like, I was already a freak, looked like a freak, so now I just
What other
smelled
su-
like
You
an
what
look
other
like a freak. You're
superstitions
gorgeous.
were there?
Oh, how many other superstitions?
Yeah.
I have no
Is
idea.
that
They
superstitious
used to
or
take
is that?
I don't
matches
know.
anytime I was sick and like blow them out and say some weird shit.
See, I knew it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mexicans do that too. Like my
Yeah.
best friend Freddie, he said his arm could get cut off, and his grandma would be like "sana, sana, kori." I
Yeah.
forget how it says proper,
Yeah,
but it's basically rub the ass of a frog.
that's what they say.
Yeah, that's,
That's so funny.
in
Wow.
Spanish. It's like sana, korita.
Yeah.
I always mess it up, but I used to pee myself. His mother
Oh
would say,
my
"Oh,
God.
sana," when his daughter would get hurt. I'm like, no, she needs a doctor.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I had a buddy who was Cuban growing up, and we found like a jar of like water in his closet or something, and we were like, "What the fuck
The
is going on
spirits?
here?" Yeah, it was like some weird shit.
Yeah, you're
I'm like,
supposed to
"Ah,
sit
yeah.
with
what kind
the
of voodoo
water
is
next
this
to
shit?
it with a match in there. Put
A
out
candle. Oh yeah.
because the sulfur is supposed
Mhm.
to put out like the bad energy in the water next to you, and it's like boop. Because my mom's like, somebody saw you with the evil eye. I'm like, okay, because I would
They give you
I
the
would get, like-
Maloics.
yeah,
Oh, you're
that's what
not
they call it.
Italian, right? Yeah, the Maloics is
Albanian.
Italian.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So I have like evil eyes. She would put them
Mhm.
on me, and she's like, okay. And I was like, I don't know what that fucking means. She's like, the lady with the gray eyes
With
looked
the
at you. I
A
was
eyes.
like,
gypsy?
yeah. She's like, don't look at
Some
me.
gypsy.
Yeah.
I grew up with
Yeah.
a lot of Italians. They were always that's why they wear the horn. They wear all kinds of stuff like
Yeah.
to protect themselves. I'm
We
like,
do the evil eye, which is like the googly looking eye with the fucking eyeball that moves around.
No,
Now
no.
they've gotten more sophisticated, and you can buy like the
I
night.
can
Like
buy
I
these
bought.
at Michael's
Yeah.
Crafts.
You can basically make them from Michael's Crafts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Joanne's.
Yeah. I finally bought a nice one, but I don't even wear it all the time.
Why?
I don't know.
I
Like
bought a
You
now,
better be
nice evil
careful.
eye.
I just want
Right.
to see. Like I'm like
It's
I just.
blinged out.
It's just it basically repels whatever. Like it's in your head, obviously, but I like the way it looks now. It's weird. Like now that I'm older, I'm like now I like it. When I was younger, I was like I don't want to wear
I'm not
this.
wearing that.
It's
Nobody
weird.
gave me the Maloics.
It's
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
it's very
that stuff.
strange.
I love people like I remember as a kid I would ask my mom, "Mom, do I have allergies?" You know, it's just a normal question,
Yeah.
you know, because my friend had allergies and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, don't start that shit. We're not Italian. Knock it off." What? And then,
Wow.
like, as an adult, I got real sick when I moved here. Real sick. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was throwing up. I was waiting tables one night, and I
Damn.
just started throwing up. I thought I got food poisoning from Johnny Rockets naturally, but it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was allergy. And Mitzi actually paid for my doctor bills. I have insurance, and she was
Yeah.
like, "You gotta go figure it out." I was like coughing up blood and stuff. I
Jesus.
found out it was allergies. So I call my mom. I go, guess who's Italian? She was like, what?
Gosh, dude.
But
What were you allergic to that made
I
you
have
like
no
bleed?
idea. I don't remember what they said, but
It
I
got
get
so
them
bad.
once in a blue moon. I get
Yeah.
like migraine headaches,
Yeah.
and sometimes it'll make me throw up. So I just take Allegra. I don't have it as bad as, I mean, maybe my Italian friends were a little dramatic about it because
Yeah.
they'd be bedridden.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But I don't think I have like a crazy severe. I don't know. Maybe I do. I
no,
just
I think
ignore
you're
it.
fine.
I'm Irish.
You're not Italian. Come
No,
on.
don't get
You're
crazy.
fine. I think your mom was right. You're crazy.
Don't
It's
say
just
that about
because-
yourself.
Yeah.
Just because she can't afford to take us to the doctor.
Yeah, I know.
That's
right?
a great way to turn a
Jesus.
kid. You're not Italian. Knock it off. Go back outside and play. But
Yeah.
Mom, I'm throwing up. You'll be fine.
It's something in the fucking area here too. It's like dry.
But
and all
it
that
didn't
shit.
happen till here. And then
Really?
I was like 25 when it happened. So
Yeah, it's got to be something in the air.
People's allergies sometimes kick in later in life, though,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it could be both.
Avi,
I
I didn't
mean-
have them when I was a kid.
Right.
I was just trying to get
Or
illnesses
maybe you
that
did
other people
and
had.
you just didn't know it.
You know,
Yeah.
because I was always
Mhm.
dying. I was always one of those kids that was like, "Oh, I for sure have this. I'll be dead
Uh-huh.
within the
Yeah.
hour."
And then you come
Always.
out here, you come in contact
Hypochondriac.
with Mexicans, and you immediately think you got a disease.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
it-
Especially
it
because
must
my
have
best
been.
friend used to tell me he didn't wash his hands,
Oh, gross.
Ever.
Ever.
and he
Gross.
died at 35. I'm like, "That's what you get. That's
Oh
what you
my
Oh,
gosh.
cool. I'm gonna go have my dinner at one of those nice taco stands. They're not fucking regulated.
He would always do that too. Hey, let's go to the taco truck. I'm like, "No, I'm
Do
going to
they
fucking." I don't know why I
wash
made him
their
that.
hands?
I like-
Never.
I like the hot dog ones where you're like, what kind of meat is that even?
Yeah,
Like,
it's not even
when
a
they
hot
just
dog.
set it
Who
up,
knows?
and they
I'm
start
like,
giggling
it's
like
an
and it's always
me.
actual
drunk people.
dog.
They're like, yeah. And I've been one of those people too. and
course.
I'm just like, why do I feel so bad? And it's just like the worst. I feel like the diarrhea is just coming up through my throat.
It's
but
going
actually
reverse.
it's going both
It's
ways.
gonna go. It's gonna
Yeah,
shoot out.
it's
Chinese
very
water
mad.
torture the other
It's
way.
very angry at me.
It's going north. All that,
Mhm.
that Mexican.
Dude.
Shoot straight out. It's gonna be a good time. I
Yeah.
don't eat. I don't eat certain. I don't eat a lot of foods. I'm terrible at food. I like candy.
Mhm.
Oh,
Eat a
candy.
lot of candy.
That's your jam then. Because
Oh,
you don't really
really?
drink alcohol.
No,
You used to smoke.
I smoked. I started
Okay.
smoking when I was 9, and it
Jesus
took me
Christ.
21 years to quit. I know.
How
I started
fast?
when I was 11.
Really? See, it's like
Yeah,
a thing.
And I quit, and I've quit before, and I've started because my mom had cigarettes, and she was so strict. I would just steal hers.
Yeah,
I'd be like, I was like, you guys want to cigarette? There's nothing else
Yeah.
to do, you know. And that's what we would do.
the
And
best.
I was the bad kid.
We had
Scared
a
everybody.
competition of who could steal the most out of a grocery store, and
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, I know, I'm gonna go for the cigarettes. So I stole like cartons of cigarettes and I lined them
Damn,
up
dude.
around my,
yeah.
almost like a bomb, like a bed. Like now that I see people, I'm like, oh, that looks familiar.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
mine was cigarettes,
yeah.
and I thought, oh, I won for sure.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
And as I'm walking out, I got out. My brother Charlie was out. Billy was out. Frankie was out. And I just look, and my friend Nikki was the only one that wasn't out yet. And then just 2 seconds later, I hear, "Run!" He had an entire cart with it. It had a
Oh my
top, it like curved at the top, and he was like, "Go!" And this is like the '80s. They didn't have bars.
Yeah,
you
or
know,
the
they
little
didn't,
guard
or yeah,
things,
they didn't
those
stop.
locks.
Oh my
You
God.
know, because
Mhm.
Nikki wasn't invented yet. So
Yeah.
we made it all the way, like, we call it down the lakes, but we made it. And then they were like, "What'd you get? What'd you get?" Nikki's got like food for neighborhood,
Jesus
basically.
Christ, dude.
and we're putting all our shit, like hiding it and stocking it,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that was
yeah.
our thing. We
Yeah.
would hide them in U-Haul trucks and shit, and then they'd move the U-Haul truck. And we'd be like, "Damn it!"
oh,
so-
fuck.
But I had cigarettes, and they're like, "What are we gonna do with them?" We were like,
Smoke 'em.
"Smoke them." So that's
Mhm.
what happened, and we started smoking.
That's how you started?
cigarettes.
From that one time? Whoa.
So when you first smoked, did you
Shoplifting
were you
a
smoke it
gateway
and
drug.
did you like it, or were you like, this tastes like shit, but I kind of like it?
No, I was so young. I was like, I guess I'm being cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing what my brothers do. And then I started going out. Like I remember, like in the rain, we would hide them because we have weather in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So you would have to hide them in, like, pull a brick out, hide it behind the brick, put the brick
yeah,
back
yeah.
so it didn't get drenched.
yeah.
And I remember I'd go running out to get cigarettes. Like, I need that.
That's
Like
so
I
crazy.
was such an addict.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And my brother Billy got mad at me. He's like, "Girls shouldn't smoke." And I'm like, "What?" You're with, like, we all smoke. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And he's like, girls don't do it. You're going to get addicted. It's not good. Guys can do whatever. Girls can do it. I was like, wait a minute.
That's great logic.
This is sexism at 10? Wow. Okay.
They started the smoking campaign with women. That's how they got people into it.
Yeah, of course.
you
I
know?
mean, what's
they
sexier
They made it sexy. They got all these
than a
hot
woman
chicks.
in a corset? Just
God.
Yeah.
can't breathe.
Yeah.
Try to take a
God.
breath, lady.
Less chance they're talking. You know,
Yes.
so it's
Yeah,
just good
yeah.
all around.
Yeah, give her a
Calm
vacuum.
nerves.
Give her a vacuum so you can't hear her. Give her a cigarette so she dies faster. Awesome.
Yeah.
Put makeup
Definitely.
on her that's tested on animals. Maybe she'll break out. We'll see what
You never
happens.
know. You never know. Dye
It's-
your fuck hair, everything.
It's just, I mean, it's just so crazy. But yeah, I remember them getting mad at me, but I was so addicted to the cigarette
Yeah.
or whatever it was, because then I would be like, oh, I need to. And then my little sister, she would tell my mom, they keep the cigarettes in the inside pocket because we all smoked.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Charlie, Billy, we smoked all. My dad smoked. My older brothers and sisters
Yeah, yeah.
smoked. So I was like, he's like, they keep them on the inside. So I'd be going to school in the morning. I'd put my jacket on, get outside to go in my inside pocket. I'd open up my pack of Marlboro Reds, Natch, and
Yeah,
they'd
yeah.
be all broken. And my mom would put a note in there saying, love, Mom. And I'm like,
Oh
little
my God,
motherfucker
dude.
ratted me out.
What a
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh, that sucks. Like my mouth started watering because I know how it is when you think when you like think the cigarette's gonna be there and it's gone and you're like, it's the worst.
I know that's terrible. But I
Yeah.
think that's why I never like everybody was trying pot, coke, all kinds of shit, alcohol. And I was like, I might be an addict. So just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to, all my girlfriends were getting high. And I was like, I don't know if I could do that one. I didn't
Yeah.
like the smell.
Yeah.
Of weed?
Yeah.
Mm.
I hated it. I still
Yeah.
do. And then my best friend, her grandpa owned a bar. And they would always they had like meatball sandwiches and stuff. Like, so the food was great,
Yeah.
but the fucking smell made me sick.
Oh.
Like, you know, that beer smell. I could smell it sometimes
Yeah.
in the parking lot. I'm
Yeah.
like, or like just from waiting tables, I'm like, that stale beer kind
It's
of.
disgusting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it would make me gag.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I don't like alcohol. I'm just going to stick to these
Yeah.
cigarette things.
Yeah.
And then later I would drink. And then it became, if I drank and got too drunk, I would either fight everybody in the room or fuck everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Either way, there was casualties. but-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, blood everywhere.
I feel everywhere.
Sorry, guys. Jameson.
And cum.
Yeah.
Jameson and jizz is always an Irish
now that
weekend.
I'm not drinking, I feel like
so you don't
I
drink
s-
at all right now? What's
I'm
happening?
not drinking at all right now. I'm just trying not to go back to smoking. That's why I'm very concerned about me drinking. Because
Oh,
I
that
know if I
usually
start
goes
drinking,
hand in hand.
I don't give a shit. I'll start smoking immediately. But
And everyone says they're great together. I'm
They are
assuming
so
they're
good together.
Do you
amazing.
not smoke or?
yeah.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Well, it's like coffee, like in the morning. Like that was like 95% of the reason why I woke
Yeah.
up. Was I was like,
Sure.
I'm gonna go have a cigarette. But now I'm like trying to work out and be a better person. I hate working out. I just do it. So I'm like, then I don't feel
because
like,
then you're breathing at least. Because the whole thing is
Yeah.
breathing.
yeah, that's
Cigarettes.
what I think it is.
No, it
Yeah,
really
it
is.
right?
It took me 7 years to quit.
Whoa.
I would quit for Lent. It's 40 days. I'd be like, all right, I'll quit for Lent.
Mhm.
And then Easter Sunday, right back in it. Me
That's-
just sitting on the
That's
bunny's
what I've
lap.
been doing. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing sober October. I'd been-
Something where
and
you do a
then-
whole month or
yeah,
something. Yeah.
And then I go back. So I'm just like, let's continue this on until I can just stop fucking doing it.
But then Irera one time I said, hey, I gave up smoking for Lent. And he goes, how about for life? I'm like, you piece of shit.
Yeah, what an asshole.
It makes sense.
But
though.
it always stuck in my head. And I'm like,
Mm.
oh, yeah, that. I never think of that. I just thinking of Jesus
right.
and God.
Yeah.
It's all
Oh,
I ever
God,
think
please.
about.
They're not real.
Give me a sign, any sign at all. I should quit smoking. Yeah. You coughing and feeling like shit every day
Yeah.
is a good fucking sign for sure. Yeah.
It does after a while. Like I stopped with the wrestling when I got the wrestling show. It was one
Tell
of those.
me about the wrestling show. Tell us about that wrestling show.
Okay, it's very exciting.
I'm sorry I said roller derby on
So-
top of the wrestling, but I know for sure it was
But
wrestling.
you know how
yeah.
funny that is?
Yeah.
It happens every time. Like it's not like it's I'm
It's
so used to
weird.
it now. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I should roller derby just to
Yeah,
see
get
if people
into
come
it.
up to me and go, "You wrestle, right?"
Yeah.
Because it really
so
is
weird.
funny.
I don't know why I connected those two.
But everybody does it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe they are like female gritty sports that guys touch themselves to. I don't know.
yeah,
And
yeah,
but
Some do.
yeah.
is that what's in your
No.
spank bank or
No, it's not my
okay,
type.
you got something
but
different in your wheelhouse there?
yeah.
That's exciting. Okay.
He's into black women.
Good boy.
So, yeah, he's-
Hot.
They're into me.
Yeah,
I can see it.
yeah.
They're into me. That's great. But the wrestling show, I was waiting tables here,
Okay.
and I was just auditioning, like, all the shitty auditions, whatever. When you're in a hotel lobby, it's a problem. You're
Yeah,
like, this-
dude. Yeah.
I bet Meryl Streep's not getting this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just down there like, oh, fuck, what am I doing?
What if you saw her walking out though, and you were like, "What the fuck?"
All disheveled.
My pants. I
It's
would
like
just-
Weinstein is God.
wiping
He
her
is my
mouth.
God.
Yeah,
No, he doesn't want to fuck you. That's
just
why he's your God.
Why do fucking celebrities talk about fucking politics? Like, dude, I
hate it.
love her.
Yeah, I hate
And
it.
every
It's the
time
worst.
it's like, he is amazing. I'm like, relax, bitch.
Yeah.
Just cry on film. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Do that.
just do that beautiful fucking thing you do and just stay in your fucking lane.
yeah.
And I hate to say it like that because everybody gets involved in everything now.
Of course.
I don't know if that's new, old, whatever. Maybe
No, I
they
feel
always
like it's
did it.
newer. I
They're
feel like people-
professional
It's not-
pretenders.
But it's not
How are you
newer-
gonna believe anything they even
People
say?
have to form an opinion now after something happens immediately.
But no, what's
And
her
it's
name? My
stupid.
dad doesn't like
Anne
fuck,
Frank?
Barbazilla.
Oh.
Come on, help me. Jane
Barbazilla.
Fonda.
Oh, Jane Fonda. Okay.
My dad hated her, but she was very, very radical. Like,
Back in the day.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
which
Against
was
the war.
rare.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
and she would out. And my dad was a Marine, so he's like, "Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get any more out of that. You're gonna
I'm
have
gonna
to
squeeze
step
it
on the
dry.
grapes."
I'm gonna squeeze this thing dry.
I feel like he's barefoot right now in a
Please,
tub
God.
under us.
Please, God. Give
just
us
waiting
some
for
more
this
wine.
podcast to end so we can crack open bottle number 2. This is just a little.
You Judy Garland over there? Are you all right?
I feel bad for Bryce. Jesus.
Poor Bryce is gonna
He's
get it
gonna
tonight,
it,
huh?
dude.
Yeah. Sometimes I get
Maybe
too,
even Tyrese gets some. I don't know.
I get too much red wine in me. I put on the Brad Paisley. A little too loud, let my hair down. You know how it is. Bad
get
moms.
it.
Yeah.
We're just bad moms.
Bad moms with rosy cheeks. I love it.
That's hilarious.
I just turned like 3 times. He was like this. Anyway, it's all right. You're in my
So
prayers.
your dad hated
So Jane Fonda, like
Yeah.
she was. So but I
Hanoi
never thought
Jane.
about it. It wasn't like now with the social media. Anything you say, do is out there, no
Yeah.
matter what.
yeah.
No matter who you are, no matter what you are. Like, even the comedy store, as small as a circle that is, it's like, oh, so-and-so said this, that said that.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
already out on
So-and-so
social.
choked so-and-so.
Yes. How hot.
Right.
Now I know you watch my feed. So, but yeah, it's like everybody's business is
Right.
in the open. So yeah, it's hard to, like, people always ask, every interview,
Mhm.
people will say, "What? Oh, did you vote for Trump? What the fuck is it your business?
Yeah.
Who I voted for?"
Yeah.
And it's every single time, like every interview, they want to
Yeah.
know about your political bullshit.
Yeah.
And they do it to Dice all the time, and he's like, Dice, I don't
Yeah.
know." Like, just
Yeah.
he plays the character, but he's like, why do they fucking care?
It's 'cause-
Especially with a guy like Dice.
Exactly.
You're
Like,
oh,
who's
the
gonna
guy
never
be
with,
political
with
yeah.
the nursery
correct.
rhymes, the
Yeah.
dirty nurse. I gotta know what his opinion is about
Yeah,
politics.
Yeah.
let's
Like, I
let's
just
get in
have
that
to
brain
know,
and see
Yeah.
what
like,
goes on, right? And he's friends with Trump, so I'm like,
Hilarious.
well,
I would love to watch that buddy cop movie.
Vice
No, he was on
President
the
Dice.
show.
Come on,
Oh,
Dice
okay.
President Clay.
Dice President Clay.
Ah.
Well, Dice says that he stole his act to get elected.
I actually
That's
believe that. I
hilarious.
actually believe that.
It's
I'm
pretty
actually
close.
looking forward to the debates because that
Definitely.
shit was pretty funny.
Oh
Like
my God.
him dropping the
Best.
mic, just like walking back and forth. Like
Oh,
he
please, he
almost
does
looked
it
like
like
a
a
comedian.
comic.
He does-
Yeah, it's- And he's
Yeah.
wearing the red tie like Rodney. I'm like, what are you
Yeah,
doing, man? This guy
exactly.
is really out
Yeah.
there stealing shit.
yeah.
And it is funny because like Andrew's not wrong. He's right on the fucking path of some of the things
For
he
sure.
says. Andrew's like, I would have said that. Yep,
Yeah,
yep, I
yeah.
would have said that. As Dice, I would have
yeah,
said
yeah.
that.
Oh, he
As
doesn't give a
Andrew,
shit.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have said any
Yeah.
of that shit. But, it's just weird, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like the platform, everybody's just out there. But it
Yeah.
ruins your favorite person,
Fuck
know, because you're like,
Yeah.
damn it.
It's because you're not allowed to like him. You're not allowed to like him in any
Oh, no, I don't
aspect,
even-
any way.
I'm not even talking about just Trump. I'm talking about like anything,
Any- yeah, yeah.
any kind of political issue
Yeah.
of any kind. Like, forget the person.
right.
Just the people. We all know the people suck
Yeah.
no matter what. Like,
yeah.
Trump might not be a politician, but he's always
Yeah.
been an asshole. That's
Yeah, yeah.
you can't deny that.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what I mean. I get what they were trying to do, but
Yeah.
whatever.
You
They're
think
trying to
people
box
would-
you in. I feel like they
Yeah,
do.
they're
They
trying
ask
to
me
force
that.
you
They
to-
ask, are you just a Trump? Like, why does that matter? I'm just because I'm an asshole because I say whatever I want, or
Yeah.
why does that matter?
I did think of you the other day. 'Cause
Yeah.
I read something. This. And I read it to Dice on the phone. He goes, "I'm opening with that," and I go, "No, you're not. It's mine." So if you guys hear me doing this bit and then you hear him doing it, it's because we had a fight over it.
Okay.
But it literally it said, "I'm a mom of a toddler tranny," and I almost
God.
lost my shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I hope Rose gets this in her feed.
Oh my
'Cause
God, dude.
A fucking toddler.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
transitioning I can't.
It's retarded. Yeah.
I'm so jealous and angry at the same time.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to be was a boy.
Yeah.
That's all I
Yeah.
wanted to be.
Is it hot?
Being a boy?
No, the tranny, the toddler.
Oh, it's the
Or-
tranny.
I'm
I don't
just-
know. We were laughing so hard because we came tranny toddler tits. Like we were doing all kinds of
Oh
shit.
my God,
We turned it into really a dirty, filthy,
Yeah.
awful thing.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to block. I could see the mother, but I can't see the kid because I don't want to see what I'm making horrible jokes about.
Good
But
for
I
you.
did think of you. That's
The future is androgynous, man. It's like everybody's
No.
just like,
Yeah.
you
what
said
are you?
over.
It's over.
Ending. Like,
Over. It's over.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a tranny, but why are you fucking doing it to kids though? Like giving
Like,
them
give them-
hormones and shit. Like
How do you
fucking.
think they make trannies?
As
You-
kids.
You think trannies come from the Bible? They come from normal life? They come from getting fucked by
Well,
adults
you didn't ask
who
Bryce.
shouldn't
You
be
think when-
sexualized.
You didn't ask
Bryce?
Bryce.
Oh
God.
my
Oh my
God.
God saved
I
you.
have never seen you move that fast. Jeez, you were like a fucking hockey goalie right there. Like, whoa. Dude.
As I was saying, though, Bryce gets to have a normal childhood with me and Tyrese and whoever
And
comes
they're
into our
making
sphere.
these kids like Mr. Potato Head. Just strap this on or strap that on. Be whatever you want.
It's
Fucking-
disgusting.
Yeah.
Dude, we were talking about this on another episode, but I wanted to be a priest when I was a kid. Kids are fucking stupid. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you know how happy I am that I didn't end
So
up
you
being
were a gay
priest?
kid.
I was gonna say,
You were a little
almost
faggot.
became
He's a
child
pedophile
molester.
for sure.
Almost became a child molester.
That sweater
And then you
says
grew out of it like
pedophilia.
women. Okay, that makes
Mhm.
sense. It's good.
Well, this
You're
is
saved.
okay. So, can I tell you more
Please.
about myself than you all need to know?
I want.
The reason why I'm not gay, I think, is because I wanted to be an altar boy, and my parents said no, you are not allowed to be an altar boy.
Okay.
So
Why?
I did want to be a priest, so I didn't get butt fucked when I was a kid.
Why did they not let you be an
Instead,
altar boy?
Because they knew that priests butt fuck kids.
Holy shit.
Everyone knew. Everyone knows. It's just
Except for
known.
my mother, who was like,
I don't
honey,
feel
it's
like
the
everybody
priest.
knew
You keep
that.
it
Well,
quiet.
Well, okay, well, listen to this. Listen to this.
Huh, I
So
don't
they
feel like-
never brought priests around. In fact, they made it a point never to make us
Your
socialize with the
parents.
priest. Yes, but
Shut the fuck
but-
up.
But they brought two nuns, Sister Marianne and Sister Donna, who were clearly in a relationship together and kind of hot in a weird way. They were not out of shape or anything.
You're like, let's
One
see
of
that
my
habit.
first sexual experiences is seeing these two nuns in their tight black one-piece suits in our swimming pool, and I am warped to this day. I still kind of look at pornography and try to find videos of people getting fucked in a black fucking one piece, and they exist.
I'm
They
sure.
actually exist a
There's no-
lot.
There's
was
no
there
way
muff
you're the only
hanging
one.
out the side? Like, did
No,
they ha-
these girls
pubes and
had
shit.
tits.
no, but did their like? I feel like nuns
no, that
don't
was way
shave.
way too
Okay.
advanced for me. I couldn't have.
Oh,
even
you didn't go
looked
that
down there.
level.
No,
Got it,
I
got
was just
it.
like, dude, these
You were
fucking
all
nuns
tit
are
at that
stacked. Yeah, they also had brown hair. I've dated a lot of brown-haired women
point.
as an adult.
Whoa.
I'm not saying it, but I'm
Oh, I
saying
think you
it.
call
They
yourself an
warped
adult.
me. I am an adult. Look at me. Do I look like a child to you?
I was obsessed with Jean-Claude Van Damme. That was the first time I
No.
jilled off.
Wow.
But Yeah, none
Did
of
he
the
come to
guys
your
that
house?
I've ever dated look like him.
You know who mine
Nah.
was? Stephen Bauer.
Who's Stephen Bauer?
Stop it,
Who
Rose.
the fuck is Stephen
I
Bauer?
introduced you because you look like they tease you and say you look like Gina a little bit from
Oh,
Scarface.
Oh fuck! Yes.
Manny Manolo.
Yes,
yeah.
he
and
was
then we
hot.
dated.
Are you serious?
What?
Yes, he's
Whoa.
good looking as shit.
Oh, dude, he's
Yeah.
hot.
You guys dated?
Well, briefly.
You dated someone that you had a crush on
Yes.
growing up?
That's amazing.
A movie
unbelievable.
star, not a fucking.
Wow.
And then
How did
you
you
know my
do
friend
that?
Ivy.
I do remember you fucking introduced
Yes.
me now. Okay,
and he
I
was like, "Oh shit, she does." He went crazy for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
But now he's in a really good relationship. Like, but he has a
think I
kid
know
with
the girl
Melanie.
he's dating.
Yes, he has a kid with Melanie Griffith. He
Yeah,
has
yeah.
a-
Wow.
Like he's
Oh, this dude slings dick.
fuck
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
fucking Manolo. What's wrong with you?
Damn, dude.
He's a terrific actor, but
That's awesome.
he's a little nutty. Whatever. But like we had fun. We just like it wasn't like a real relationship. I hate to say it like that,
Yeah,
but
I know.
it was somebody that I like fooled around with a
Right.
couple times. But for me, I did it for my friend Ivy because that was our shit. She'd be like, "You," like we'd be
You
like,
did it for someone.
Yes!
I don't
I'm
know if I
telling
buy
you,
that.
if you ask her, because we were kids, and she'd be like, "I touched myself to Manolo," and then I'm like, "No, I do that," and she's like, "No, you have to do Pacino this time," and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Ew, no, I want Manolo." Like we would fight over that, like bad.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
So I was like, I literally called her the next day. I'm like, "You're not gonna believe this." She's like, "Oh my god!" Look, she
Mhm.
was like, "Let me get these fucking kids out of the car. I'm gonna call you right back."
Yeah. Oh my god.
She has 4
Hilarious.
kids. She's like, "Get these fucking kids out. I gotta live through this shit." Yeah, that's her thing. That's why she
You're
moved
doing
here. She
God's
wants to
work,
meet
yeah.
Steve.
Did you say hello to his little friend? Hey, what's up?
I did.
I'll leave if you want me to.
No, that's Pacino, and I don't whack off to that.
Pacino's
No.
disgusting.
Not
Yeah.
to, not
He's
to
not my
touch
style.
yourself.
Not even in
to.
that movie. He's
So,
not
see,
attractive.
None of
he's
them,
the
but he's my
brother,
favorite.
Right? He's Gina's brother.
No, he's Gina's husband. He married Gina. Gina was Pacino's sister in
Oh,
the
that's
movie.
Right. That's right. That's
yes,
right. He marries her. Okay.
Yes, he was
Yeah,
obsessed with her.
He was gorgeous. Yeah, I remember. I remember.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I remember him when I was younger
Gorgeous.
too. There was a few guys.
But he was my guy
Yeah.
when I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would fantasize
See,
about
dreams
being
do come true in Hollywood. You just
True.
never know.
fantasize about being married to Sylvester Stallone.
Wait a second.
Um,
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I also could have fucked one of my childhood
I
crushes.
thought you were gonna say you're not married.
Mr. Belding.
Yeah.
Mr. Belding tried to fuck me. I was like, well,
See?
He's
close.
super gay, right?
It's gotta be. He's trying
Yeah.
to fucking me.
Yeah.
Gotta be gay as shit
That's
to
not
want
a
you fuck
normal
me.
gay.
if you're
That's
not a girl.
amazing.
But-
Then why didn't you do it just for the story?
I would have liked to have said, you like close.
Do you think gay people do?
Bryce,
were
I'm
in
gonna
the-
find you a new baby
you were
daddy
in-
tonight.
You were in the ballpark, Mr. Belding, but not quite who I was into growing up. You were standing near the ones I wanted to fuck.
Why didn't you
Yeah.
do it for the story, man? That's crazy talk.
I still tell the story we just did. I don't have to fuck him.
No, I would have been like, I
Yeah.
had to see his dick,
See how gigantic he was.
or
like,
not.
So how did he get the nickname Screech, Mr. Belding? Is it because you stuck this in him and made him screech? He was smooth. I'll say it. I guess I've already told the story before, but I'll say it again. So this is how he did it. Me and my buddy were drinking at a bar in Sherman
Okay.
Oaks. It's called Ireland's 162. If anyone wants to go and find this fucker.
Oh
Excellent.
my god.
You want to find him and hunt him down. Here he
I
is.
love
Yeah,
it.
You hear that, fans?
So
Is he
me-
like younger guys, Avi? Yeah.
Well, I was
okay.
younger than him
Yeah.
anyway, but not that young.
But you look really young.
Oh, yeah, I look super young. Trust me. I don't look 65 at all.
No, I thought you were 100.
Yeah. So he dropped a $20 bill by my foot.
No, that old trick.
Yes,
I've
right?
fallen for that a million times.
I didn't.
Oh,
But
wow.
Every time.
so I was like, ooh, $20. Next round's on me. And then Mr. Belding came by and goes, I think that's my $20. I was like, take it! Take it now, you fucking faggot!
Oh my God.
Shit.
I am not a bone plowing, dick sucking,
Wow.
godless freak like. No, I didn't. It was just weird.
That's
like
paraphrasing. I'm
anytime
sure.
as
Yeah.
someone successful that you've
That
seen
was
from
his
TV.
internal-
Those are your wedding vows?
I would have said it to anyone. I would have said it to anyone. But Mr. Belding in particular, it was like, dude, I know you from TV, and like you're
Yeah.
too to fuck me. This is too
Hello?
much.
No, but didn't he offer
It's
to
too
buy
much.
you a drink with it? That was part of.
That was just his first step, Wub.
Yeah.
That gets me all socially lubricated with alcohol. Now all of a sudden, I'm compromising my
Right.
Christ
like
He
way.
probably
Yes.
would have just dosed you. And,
Yeah, he orders a Cosby
and
and,
then
you
just
don't think anything
drilled-
of it.
Yeah.
would have drilled your bung
And you're
hole.
like, oh, I love Cosby.
He's
Give me
so
one of
funny.
those.
Remember
Yeah.
Bill Cosby himself? And you just get
Yeah.
into it.
I
and then
still
that's
think
it.
he's funny.
Same.
He is
Doesn't
funny.
doesn't that bit where he gets the he's at the dentist and he's
Oh,
like
it's right with the
doesn't
lip.
that
yeah,
seem
yeah.
a little weird in retrospect now? Like, oh, that's a little out of that's gross. That's what you did. Like when women were like that, you fucked them. Like
Because
What's
their
so
bottom
weird?
lip was basically the pussy that he was ripping apart while
Oh
they
my
were
God,
asleep.
dude. Totally.
I'm
I'm
a-
sorry.
I'm bummed that like we will never get to hear Cosby tell those stories in an entertaining way. You
Do
know,
you
like
think
he
he's-
would tell it way better than the girls who told
Yeah.
it.
they don't
like,
even
yeah.
remember what
yeah,
happened.
they can't. They don't got any of the details anyway, and they can't do act outs or anything. He
So-
would kill those stories.
I think so too, because he, he
Whoever
has
his
more
cellmate is.
details.
Yeah, whoever's cellmate is laughing it up.
Who?
You know?
Do you think he has a cellmate? Really?
Yeah, they actually put him
Doubt
in
it.
real prison. It's unbelievable.
Hey,
he
I don't
pissed
buy
off
it.
he pissed off someone really badly to get put into actual
Was it because
prison.
he was doing that fucking dance when he was leaving the courtroom?
Dude,
That
he's
was
like, what the hell
hilarious.
was
Yeah.
that?
That
First
was
of all, didn't it take a
amazing.
long time for him to get charged and
oh,
in
a
jail?
long time.
Yeah.
Because somebody was like, "Oh, Harvey Weinstein's not in jail because he's white," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, this just came out. Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is gonna take a minute, and
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is all
They have a lot of money. These people have a lot of money.
a lot. So
Yeah.
does Cosby,
Yeah,
which
that's what I'm
kept
saying.
him out of jail
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
So it's just, I'm like, stop with the fucking race shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
They're both
They're both
monsters.
monsters.
Yeah.
One's just funnier than the other.
If
You
it,
guys-
Yeah.
I'd
you
probably
guys-
still work for both. So
I for sure would.
Me Too is a bunch of bullshit, dude.
Harvey,
I think
what's
You want to end
up?
up with like Hollywood Superman,
Like,
dude.
I
You
know
gotta
some
work.
broads,
Yeah.
tight-lipped.
Yeah,
These bitches don't talk.
I don't
They're
press
looking at-
charges. Not at this age, guys.
All right, we gotta wrap this shiz up.
No.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
Eleanor, thank you
No.
very much. You're so funny. You guys have to come and see her at the Comedy Store. You
I
perform
never
all the time.
I do, and I never told you about the wrestling, and I apologize.
That's okay.
But
you have to just
guys
come back,
can
back
Google
on
it.
again and Google her ass. Also, Eleanor Kerrigan, where can they find you on
Right here in the
Instagram?
basement.
In the basement?
Yeah.
all
This
the
is where I
time?
live.
You can actually
Basically,
find all of
I'm
us
an
down here.
actual troll.
Yeah, yeah. We do live down. We spend a lot of time down here.
Mhm.
Me too. I'm
Yeah.
uncomfortable. And I remember what we used to, we didn't have doors here, so we had like a like a gate. Okay,
Oh my
it's just like a
God.
sling. One time we locked Brody down here. Long story. Anyway,
Oh my God.
so and Brody was yelling that the Christians have locked me in the basement, and we were hiding on each side of it. But
Oh
this
my God.
this big Indian guy walks out. He was walking by and he goes, "Oh, what's down there?" And I was waiting tables. I was just
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
by and I go, "Oh, that's just the basement." And he's like, "Hey, there's a lot of ghosts down there. Look at this." And his hair was standing straight up.
Jesus.
He's like, "You guys got to do something about that." And that's when he told me about the water with the candle and the whole thing to get the spirit to release the spirits. And I'm like,
my
"Sir, you have to leave now because I don't
God,
feel good."
dude.
So welcome everybody to the ghosts.
I think we've cleared him out a little bit. I don't feel it. I mean, I'm not down here by myself anymore.
Mitzi's-
They don't like
Mitzi's here.
homophobia.
I
or
forgot my
something.
eye, guys. Come on, don't get scared. I'm getting hot.
That's why you keep rubbing your chest like,
God,
"Where's
where
my
is it?
eye?"
Where is it? Where is it? Yeah.
But thank you guys for
Thank
having me
you.
on.
Thanks
Sorry.
for coming
On all
on.
social media platforms.
Yes, I'm
Eleanor
on
Kerrigan.
Instagram, all that shit. And my
All that fun shit.
what do you call it? What's that thing called? Website. Hello.
Yeah.
I grew up in a typewriter store. I'm not good, but it's EleanorJKerrigan.com. So
And if you live in LA, come see her at the Comedy Store. She's really fucking funny.
short. Thank you,
Okay.
Rose. Also, she named her dog after me.
I
It's
did.
very
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah.
Eleanor. she's
Most
the
people would get
cutest.
offended by that. I was
I know.
like, what? I've never
I was
seen
like,
a cute
it's
version of me.
it's a really cute version of you.
That's a great,
Great hair.
version.
Both have great hair, by the way. You have better
See?
hair, but
she's
yeah.
pretty killer too
Yeah.
with that little
you
wild.
guys are both cuties.
spray
All right, love you.
hair. Love you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. Keep on trolling. Oh, stupid. So you got to be back at 9? Fucking A, girl.
That's just who I am. That's my life.